Hey, welcome to the Denture Pity Party. Today I've got the answers to a really easy question. When you're getting ready to have your first set of dentures, you have a lot of questions, and some of them are easier to answer than others. This video will be talking about one that's very easy to address. What products do you need on hand for when you bring home your first set of dentures? It's not very many things, and they're not very expensive. Stick around and I'll go over the very short list of things you need. And don't worry, they're not expensive. Okay, so the first thing you need is a denture brush. It looks like a soft toothbrush on one side, and then it has this, kind of U-shaped shape on the other side. This side is for cleaning the exterior of the dentures, and this one is for cleaning inside the little well that goes around. So you need one of these. They come in different shapes and sizes. They're by different companies. This one has gotten a little weird because it was smooshed into something. What you don't need is a travel case for your denture brush. They're big, okay? They're like really big. I might pack this in a suitcase, but it's way too big to stick in your pocket or a purse. I haven't even opened this one, but I wish I hadn't bought any of these. If you need a brush to use when you're out, like at a restaurant or something, chances are good you're not going to actually need one. You'll just need to go into the bathroom, take out your denture, and clean it off under the sink. But if you do need a brush, just get one of those regular small travel brushes where you put it inside out and make sure it has soft bristles. That's all you need for an emergency cleaning at a restaurant. Okay, so number one, we need a denture brush. Now you can also check with your dentist to see if he's going to give you one when you leave or when you pick up your dentures. I can't remember if my dentist gave me one originally or not, but I've got, a bunch of them here. Obviously I've got backups that haven't even been opened, but this is the one I've been using for the last almost year. So there's those. Another thing you don't need to buy right away is a denture bath, okay? Check with your dentist, like 1 or 2 visits before the end, and ask him if he's going to send you home with a denture bath or denture case. This is the one my dentist gave me, and I hate it. It's almost impossible to open. Yeah. There, it's open finally. It's just a plain box shaped kind of like dentures. If he's going to give you a free one, when you pick up your dentures, don't worry about buying a better one until you've lived with this one for a while and you decide what features you want your denture case to actually have. So I will talk about those in another video. But you shouldn't need to buy this, but double check with your dentist to make sure you're going to get one. If you don't get one from your dentist, just use a glass. Kind of a wide, shallow glass. All it needs to do is be able to fit your dentures and some warm water in it. Okay, the next thing you need to have, and I would start, with a clean one. This is a children's very soft toothbrush, and you're not going to use this on your dentures, you're going to use this in your mouth. So you have some way of cleaning your gums and your tongue. If you've got snap-ins, you're going to have to clean around the implant part that's sticking out of your gums. But even if you don't, even if you have traditional dentures, you're still going to want to brush your gums and your tongue to help get rid of bacteria and to keep them healthy and keep the circulation going. You can also use your favorite mouthwash to help clean germs out of your mouth, but don't use your mouthwash while you have your dentures in. Some of them can cause staining on the dentures. So just when you take your dentures out to clean them, brush your gums, your tongue, and if you want, you can rinse your mouth with mouthwash. I also keep just a little tiny thing of toothpaste to use on this toothbrush only, not on your denture brush, just this one. Get a little kid's toothbrush, really soft. I mean, these children's brushes are so soft. Your gums will be happy that you got a brush this soft to use on them. Now, you can't use the toothpaste on your dentures, so what do you use to clean those? A little thing of Dawn dish detergent. That's all you need, okay? I got this one in a little tiny bottle, so I can set it right next to my bathroom sink. It doesn't take up hardly any room. You just squeeze a little of this on your denture brush and brush away. It cleans them up really well. Do not use toothpaste on your dentures. Okay, the next thing is something you don't probably have to have, but psychologically you'll probably want to have. And that's some kind of little tube of denture adhesive. Now, if you're having to use an adhesive all the time, your dentures aren't fitting correctly and you need to go back to your dentist. But once in a while, it just feels good to have a little bit of extra protection when you're going to be out in public. And so follow the directions from the manufacturer closely. Two things to keep in mind. I did not know this when I got this. This one contains zinc, and the American Dental Association and the American College of Prosthodontists suggest that you use an adhesive without zinc because prolonged exposure to zinc can cause a buildup of zinc in your body. This brand contains zinc. I think Polydent does not. But you can just Google for zinc-free denture adhesive and pick one of those brands. The other thing is they come in all kinds of strength. You'll see like original, normal, regular, and ultra hold, super hold, long lasting hold. They all have great holding strength, okay? You don't need one of those other ones. Get the smallest tube of the adhesive that you picked and get it at the regular strength, all right? If you're needing to use some kind of uber strong adhesive when you first get your dentures, something's wrong, all right? Just use it according to the manufacturer's directions. I got this and I used it twice. I mean, that's why it's all still almost there. I used it once, a couple days after I got my dentures, to see what it was like in case I decided I ever needed it to wear in public. And then I wore it on the last day that I was attempting to avoid having to switch from regular dentures to snap-on implant dentures. And I did that because I wanted those dentures glued in place so that when my body started gagging, I couldn't dispel them. And not really a good long-term plan there. If you're gagging, adding adhesive to the mix just makes your body say, okay, if I can't dispel it by gagging, I'm just going to start throwing up. And then you're in the bathroom throwing up, trying to wrench these dentures that you've glued into your mouth out, and it's not a fun situation. So those were the 2 times I used this. That was it. So you don't really probably need this originally, but you'll probably psychologically feel better knowing it's there in case you need it. Look for a zinc-free formula, and I will put the link to the American Dental Association page that talks about what to look for. We have one more cleaning product. Probably everybody from being exposed to commercials your whole life know that they make products like this. the little effervescent tablets that you put in your denture bath or a glass, and you put your dentures in and it bubbles away, whatever. It kills 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria in 3 minutes. Now, there's a couple of things to be aware of, okay? Follow the directions for that manufacturer's product, all right? This one says to only soak them when using these tablets for 3 minutes. Then remove them, rinse them, and then you can store them in regular water. Those directions to me sound like it contains sodium hypochlorite, which it acts as one of the types of bleaches you can use on dentures, but long-term exposure to it will weaken your dentures. And this product says, in one place I read that it does not have sodium hypochlorite, and another place it said that it did. And the directions say to only keep them in there for like 5 minutes. So the ADA says that follow the directions from your manufacturer, but it should be less than, I don't know if they said 10 or 15 minutes. It's in that link that I gave you. So I didn't know that when I bought this, okay? And I like taking mine out at night, cleaning them, putting them in, using the tablet, and I prefer just to keep them in there all night. But these tablets are not safe to do that. This one, which is the generic CVS brand, says, to leave them in 15 minutes and that they're safe for soaking overnight. So to me, that leads me to believe this one probably has sodium hypochlorite and this one probably doesn't. There are other disinfecting chemicals they can use. This one uses persulfate. This one, it's really hard to tell what it uses, okay? Companies are not required to list all their ingredients for these types of products. Now, even though it says to take it out after 10 minutes, in little tiny language down here, it says safe to soak overnight. So I don't really know what the thing is, but you don't actually need to soak them overnight. If you clean them, put them in the bath with a tablet, warm water, while you're brushing your gums and your tongue and using some mouthwash, then they will be done. You can take them out, rinse them off, and then just store them in water. I don't know which way you want to go with that, but those are what you should be thinking about. Sodium hypochlorite and whether yours has it or not. I haven't opened this one yet because I'm still working on this big one, but I got this brand name one first, and then they had a really good sale at CVS on their generic ones, and so I got one of those, but I haven't even had to open it yet. You're probably going to use these forever, so, get whatever is cost effective for you. So now I think that's it. I think that's everything, all right? So all you need is one brush for your dentures. Don't ever put toothpaste on it so you don't accidentally use toothpaste on your dentures. You need one very soft brush for your gums and tongue to keep them clean. You need some kind of toothpaste for brushing your mouth. You need some kind of soap like Dawn liquid detergent here for cleaning your dentures. You're going to want some kind of adhesive for your peace of mind, but hopefully you will never have to use it. And then you need some kind of denture cleaning tablets. But this does kill germs. So until next time, when I go over what to look for in your long-term denture bath, I will see you next time on Denture Pity Party. Bye.